think again we're losing a lot.
We're dropping frames.
Yeah, from the cable extensions.
All the extensions.
Yeah, I heard
Not the other.
Well, the other pivot is there.
If they're not working the line.
Is there also coming out?
And their hips have to be in front of, like closer to the
Behind. Hips have to be behind.
behind. Sorry, not in front. Because they're mirrored.
Black team has the black pivot has their foot on the line.
Everyone else's hips have to be behind.
Unless the green pivot comes up. Yeah.
Their toes.
But they're just standing here.
That's the whole thing.
So it's
Because they have to see because they've been
they have to yield their position after the false start warning. So a warning does not have to say
false start warning.
it's color, number, false start.
Color number.
3, 2, 4, 7, false start. At that point, they have to make a good effort to. They don't have to stay back or stay behind everybody. They don't have to wait for everybody to get in front of them. It's just like at least a 3-second. Hey, let's stay here, wait. Yes, and if they yielded, that lets them know that they did their job.
Make sure I handle that right before we got started.
Perfect.
Just the actual.
And we will figure out the microphone.
There's one down here. CRD, trash. The announcer. Hi.
I'm gonna go keep an eye out for Thin Mint. That should be already turned on.
It's live.
Yeah. No, I think we just got to turn on the microphone. So
And I think
I just don't know when we need to start announcing. It's 11:15, so pretty soon almost. What?
who's got the music for their intro song.
We might just say forget that for now.
I don't think we should walk these buildings right now to get all this done.
We don't. Because since Thin Mint's not here, we don't have anything to hook up to anything.
Well, there's nothing into it.
I know. To be honest, let's not even worry about it. Just because we are running around picking the head top.
Yeah, I'm getting to that point.
Yeah.
Oopsie Daisy at 0095. 101 Rosie Derivator. 143 Panic Attack. 22 Too Much. 240 Killy Canary. 27 is our Bushwhacker. 32 is the Beams. 515 Immobilizer. And 55 Mad Dog. We got 568 Torpedo. 702 Sin City Rebel. 77 Death Rattle. 777 Better Annie Up. 84. Their coach today is going to be Kimberly Lynch. Woohoo! All right, now give it up for your Clarksville team. Are we ready, Clarksville? Woo! All right, we're starting off with 0 VHS. Go for it. 037 Moulin Bruise. 100 is our Beast Mode. 102 we got Booty Popper. 11 Pandora Knox. 10 is Mac Attack. We got 22 Out of Control. 247 Big Papa. 27 Shrike. 321 Control Chaos. 33 is our Sugaree. 518 Midlife Crisis. 77 Insane in the Membrane. And 9 Billy Psycho. All right, don't forget CRD has created a limited number of skater trade parts for kids who are coming about today. So don't forget to try to collect them all. They also have superhero mask rates and supplies at the door while they last. At halftime, we will be having a superhero training right out on the track. Training's a huge part of being both a derby skater and a superhero. So make sure you get in on that action. We'll talk more about that later. Right now, we're going to introduce our refs. Woo-hoo! For our non-skating refs, we've got Head and So Kitten, Knitting Kitten. We've got Mingus, Gravity Hurts, Divergent, Danny Lion, Sasquatch, Unicorn, Derby Mom and Oranges. And for our skating officials today, head referee is Queen of Hearts, Clearly Dangerous, Stray Kiss, Hippies, Maxolotl, K.O. Bell, General Lee Wong, and Rob Zombie. Woo-hoo! Just give a quick shout out to our medics, Broke Doc, AEMT with Angel, Alina Cassilis is our registered nurse. We got Tape Guy is our track maintenance, tech support with Cryo, Spectator, and announcers will hopefully at some point be Thin Mint, but for right now you got Enya Beaverhausen on the mic. All right. I believe our refs wanted to give a quick little demo to get us started real quick. Y'all want to take over? Go for it.
I'm not going to do anything.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we've got two beautiful pods out there. We've got one wearing black shirts. The other is wearing green shirts. We've got Clarksville and Marble City. We're going to give you a quick play of what you're going to be watching in slow motion, ladies and gentlemen. That is about 40%. We've got pods. That is what these two blocks of people are called. They are going to stand in the way of the two stars. Stars are in the back. They're trying to get through all of this human debris and make it all the way around a track. So let's see how it goes. It is a very physical game, guys. Don't be scared. We are trained to fall, trained to hit. It happens. We're okay. Ready? Stars, tweet. Going on through, trying to make it through. You can only hit the body in certain places. It must be legal. Oh, it looks like a star has gotten through. Now she has to make it all the way around the track one time. She is your lead jammer, ladies and gentlemen. Here she comes. Now she can score points. Every green jersey she passes at the hip is a point. Oh, she says stop. Stop. When she touches her hips like that, the jam is over. You will see this all happen in quick speed. Don't forget to cheer loud. Let's have a game, y'all. Woo!
Thank you for that, Sheroy Jenkins. I forgot to mention our bench coaches today for CRD. We've got Sheroy Jenkins, we have Not Sorry, and Shariza Bombastic. Woo! All right.
Oh, does she want to line up? I never give them a line up. Not the first one.
All right, so I'm going to give you a little bit of something to listen to. Our regular announcers have succumbed to some of the humidity and they are on their way. But ladies and gentlemen, we are well on our way. You see those stars going around. If those blockers hit them out, they have to recycle around back. Looks like Sugar is almost pushing through. That is your green lead, lead jammer. She is. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lead jammer. Sugary 33. Oh, she calls it. That means we will stop the jam. As they make their way off the track, we will be getting 2 brand new pods and 2 stars. You can see the stars up there on the helmets. We've got Membrane and Mad Dog. Mad Dog coming through, looking right down the middle. And they're off. Looks like Mad Dog has taken the lead. She's going around the track with her first initial pass. She's got to make it through those pods. And she does halt it off immediately. That means each of the 4 hits that she passed will be getting points for Marble City. Holding it back, Mac Attack has made it through. Gonna score some points. Mad Dog is, calls it from the floor. Great job, Mac Attack. Great job, Mad Dog.
Next, we've got Panic Attack jamming for our opposing players and Sugar Lee for the ball game. We have Mac Attack and Gnarly Davidson up for our next set of jammers. Lee Lumber on the bench. This is a tough jam, y'all. Those pods are not letting anybody through. Woo! Both jammers managed to make it through. Got Gnarly Davidson. No lines. Both teams currently playing some mad defense. Panic Attack and Sugary are trying their best to get through the pods. Looks like Panic Attack out on front again. Sugary made it through as well. And the jam is over. Switching out. I want to thank some of our sponsors today. We got the Sunday morning shift. Pastor James Coles for sponsoring Clarksville Roller Derby. We all invite you to the citywide revival event happening every night in July at a different church. Check the schedule at the Sunday morning shift on Facebook to get involved. Got Matt Job breaking through all the way, and VHS. Matt Job getting the box. Got a VHS on the wall, but it will be a power jam. And she made it through. VHS, lead jammer. And it's called off.
I don't know if I mentioned before, you can call it if you are the lead jammer. That means you take your hands and you put them down on your hips and you do it a couple of times. That means the jam will be called off by the lead jammer. Sometimes it's hard to see. The refs are watching a lot of people out there.
We've got Mac Attack. Membrane and Panic Attack up as jammers. Panic Attack is our lead jammer this time. Got booty popped out. All right, Sugary and Mad Dog back at it. And Mad Dog powered through in a rough jam. For those of you confused, we also have a player called a Pivot, which was our 037 on Bridge. She got the handoff and is now the jammer, trying to make her way through the back. That was a lot of jamming. Take a quick second to tell you about another sponsor. We got Finders Keepers Cat Rescue. Founded in autumn 2020, Finders Keepers Cat Rescue set out on a mission to help the stray cat and kitten population of our Montgomery County, Tennessee community, finding loving, lasting homes. In the first 3 years of operation, that dream has become a reality for over 400 cats and kittens and counting. Give you some love to the Finders Keepers. This time around, we've got Mac Attack, jamming. Got timeout on Marble City. Tape guy is doing some takedown.
How fantastic is that tape guy? Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of tape. He has to be ready to go at any second that they're not skating on top of them. We try to hold it. Thank you guys for waiting.
And while we're waiting, we'll talk about Shady Pines Vintage Market. Shady Pines is a brick and mortar marketplace with multiple vendor shops selling everything from jewelry, home decor, and apparel to rare vintage and handmade items. It's open 7 days a week, so head on over to find some great treasures. We want to thank you so much, Shady Pines Vintage Market, for supporting our Clarksville Roller Derby. And we're going to roll into a quick timeout here. An official timeout, specifically. Got that all figured out. Heading back into derby action shortly. Jam number 12 of period 1 about to get underway. On the track, on the line, we've got Membrane for Clarksville and Panic Attack for Marble City Mayhem. Panic Attack with lead. Oh, no, Panic Attack with a track cut headed to the penalty box. So that leaves Membrane lead. Jammer, Clarksville. Pack moving into turn number 2. Now the backstretch. Pack moving swiftly towards turn number 3 as Membrane engages for points, trying to go inside but not anything, forced to recycle back to the top of the backstretch. Moving outside, going inside, now through the middle. And to the beat, knocked it down at the jam line, but gets right back up. Solid tripod, forcing Membrane infield and back to the jam line. Meanwhile, Panic Attack back on the track. Membrane's going to go ahead and call that one. 8 points going to Membrane on that one. Bringing the score up to 37-29. Clarksville in the lead. New jam underway. It's Mad Dog on the line for Marble City Mayhem. Sugary wearing the star for Clarksville. Mad Dog lead jammer as the pack backs up to the jam line. Clarksville up at the top of the pack knocks Mad Dog outside. Sugary coming around, but also knocked outside of the jam line. Marble City trying to break up that Clarksville wall at the top of the pack heading into turn number 1. But Sugary is able to break through on initial. Mad Dog and Sugary both out on scoring passes. Mad Dog's going to call off the jam. Four points going to Marble City Mayhem and Mad Dog on that one. 4 points separate these two teams here, heading into jam number 15. Clarksville in the lead, 37-33. Number 15 underway, Gnarly Davidson on the line from Marble City. They have Mag Attack on the start for Clarksville. And it's Gnarly Davidson lead jammer, Marble City, Mayhem. Pack is heading towards the turn number 2. Meanwhile, we do have a penalty on Gnarly Davidson, so that's going to send Mac Attack back onto the track. Pack holding steady at turn number 1, moving slowly into turn number 2 in backstretch. As Mac Attack pushes the pack forward into the backstretch. A 2 at the top of the pack in the middle of the backstretch holding Mac Attack back. Now 1 to beat for Mac Attack, and no pack is called, setting Mac Attack free. Now on a scoring pass, ready to get some points is Gnarly Davidson is back on the track. Pack holding steady, moving a little towards turn number 3 as Mac Attack is in with 4. Davidson also through with 4 points as well. Pack moving slowly towards the front stretch, and Mac Attack picks up 4 more on that pass. Mac Attack knocked outside, forced to recycle. Back to turn number 4. And that's a 4-point jam. I'm sorry, that's an 8-point jam for both teams. Bringing Clarksville up to 45, Marble City Mayhem up to 41. That jam went the whole 2 minutes. And on the line, it's beast mode for Clarksville. It's a power start because Gnarly Davidson is in the penalty box. So beast mode pushing the pack into turn number 1 with 3 to beat. And that's a solid side power. Beast mode going outside, 1 to beat now, heading into the backstretch. Stretching the pack out. Marble City Mayhem stretching the pack out, but beast mode hits the limit and leads Jammer Clarksville. Gnarly Davidson also out on a scoring pass as the pack heads into the middle of the backstretch. Beast mode sees Gnarly Davidson quickly heading towards the pack, so that jam is called. 1 point going to beast mode in Clarksville, bringing the score up to 46-41. We've got 6 minutes left here in period number 1. And on the line here, jam number 17, it's Panic Attack, Gnarly City Mayhem, and Sugary. Running the star for Clarksville, it's lead jammer for Panic Attack and Marble City Mayhem as the pack moves up to turn number 2. Sugary stretching the pack out into the backstretch, but Panic Attack able to find that outside lane, picking up 4 points for Marble City. Sugary up against the solid 4 wall at the top of the pack. Now it's a little bit of bridging action from Marble City Mayhem. Sugary goes inside and through on initial, ready to come back around and score points as the pack stands still at turn number 3. And Panic Attack is going to get knocked outside and fall off the jam. 6 points going to Panic Attack and Marble City on that one. Marble City ahead by 2. 48-46 is the score heading into jam number 18. Remember, at halftime, we'll be having a superhero training right out on the track, so stick around for that. Meanwhile, it's Bad Dog and Big Papa wearing the start for Clarksville. Big Papa going outside, but it's Mad Dog out first. Lead jammer, Mad Dog out and high on Mad Dog skates. Mad Dog trying to communicate to the pack to move quickly as Mad Dog comes around, gets knocked in field, pulls it from the ground. We'll see how many points are picked up. And it looks like 0-0 jam for both teams here. Jam number 19, Gnarly Davidson wearing the start from Marble City Mayhem, and Booty Popper on the line for Clarksville. Booty Popper knocked outside, forcing his elbow back to turn number 4, giving Gnarly Davidson room to get lead jammer Marble City. Pack moving slowly towards turn number 1. Pack frozen at turn number 1. Both of these walls are proving to be very solid, holding both jammers back. Booty Popper inching the pack forward into turn number 2 here. Yeah, both of these packs are extremely solid. Both of these jammers are having trouble breaking through, but we do have Gnarly Davidson through. Lead jammer Marble City, and Moulin Bruce takes the star for Clarksville. Gnarly Davidson inside, but takes a track cut before the jam can be called. This one's going to go the whole 2 minutes. It's a power jam for Clarksville. Pack moving slowly towards turn number 1. Moulin Bruce pushing the pack forward with 2 to beat. Well-braced 2-all up at the top of the pack from Marble City. But Moulin Bruce is through for 4 points. And the jam reaches its natural conclusion. It's a 4-point jam for both of these teams. A 7-point jam, rather, for Marble City. Clarksville picking up 4, bringing the score up to 55-50. Marble City currently in the lead, but Clarksville hot on Marble City skates. Jam number 20, Rosie the Riveter and Sugary are your jammers for this jam. Rosie the Riveter out first. Lead jammer Marble City. Pack slowly inching towards the backstretch now. Entering the backstretch, Rosie the Riveter up against Big Papa at the top of the pack. Big Papa proving to be a formidable wall, holding Rosie the Riveter back. But Rosie the Riveter does find that inside lane, picking up 4 points for Marble City. Meanwhile, medic, please. Looks like we're gonna have time for one more jam before we head into halftime. And we're gonna have a team timeout. I'm sorry, an official review from Marble City. Perfect time to remind you inspiring designs and personalized support. They're here to help you shop smarter and create a home you'll love. That's Barton's Home Outlet. And now that that's been resolved, we're going to head back into derby action here. Last jam of the period. It is Mad Dog on the line from Marble City Mayhem and Mac Attack on the line for Clarksville. Mad Dog up at the top of the pack against a solid tripod, a solid Clarksville tripod. Trying to get some assistance from a Marble City blocker, and Mad Dog is through lead jammer. Marble City. Meanwhile, Mac Attack fighting through the pack as the pack moves towards the backstretch. Mad Dog knocked in field, forced recycle. Period clock has wound down, so we're keeping an eye on the jam clock now. And Mad Dog takes a penalty, headed to the penalty box. So it's a power jam for Mac Attack. Clarksville down by 9, so this is very, it's very possible that Clarksville could pick up points and take the lead. Clarksville and Mac Attack through on initial, pack standing steady in the backstretch, now moving slowly towards turn number 3. Mac Attack coming through on the inside, through with the spin move, and 4 points for Clarksville. Meanwhile, Mad Dog out of the penalty box and on the outside, inside rather, for 4 points for Marble City. Mad Dog coming back around, trying to find that outside lane. 8 seconds left in the jam. And Mac Attack is through. 4 more points. No, with a 4 points. With a track cut. And that's 4 points for Mad Dog, bringing the score up to 67-54. Marble City in the lead, and we're going to run into halftime. So remember, we've got our superhero training coming up, so stick around for that. We'll be back shortly. business in the middle of the track. What business that is, I'm not privy to, but that's fine. Whatever it's good. Jam number 1 of the second period is going to be a power jam from Marble City. Clarksville jam will begin in the box on a track. Unfortunately. And there's that whistle. That means we're about to get back into derby action. And there's that whistle that starts the second period. Panic Attack on the line from Level 7 Mayhem. Mac Attack in the box for Clarksville. It's a power jam for Panic Attack. Panic Attack with 1 to beat. Heading into the backstretch. Panic Attack through lead jammer Marble City. Pat standing still, heading into turn number 1. Panic Attack going outside, getting 4 quick points for Marble City. No movement in the pack. We're still stretched out between the top of the front stretch and turn number 2. Panic Attack is through for 4 more from Marble City. Meanwhile, Mac Attack back on the track. Pat moving slowly towards the back stretch now. As Panic Attack gets knocked outside and calls off the jam. Again, we thank our medics for attending to our skaters, making sure everything is on the up and up and our skaters stay as safe as possible. Making sure everyone has their helmet covered. It's a good idea. And jam number 2 is underway. Mad Dog on the line from Marble City. Sugary wearing the star for Clarksville. Pat backed up to the jam line. Mad Dog pushing the pack forward, knocked in field, forced to recycle, as is Sugary back to the jam line. Sugary now nudged outside and sent back to turn number 4. Mad Dog knocked outside, also sent back to the jam line. Lots of action happening between the jam and pivot lines, and Sugary is your lead jammer, Clarksville. Mad Dog also out. Initial ready to score points. We almost have a jammer position swap, so Sugary calls off the jam before either team can get any points. That's going to reset us for jam number 3 here in the second period. Score sits at 78 to 57. Marble City leading Clarksville at the moment. And we got Membrane on the line for Clarksville. Harley Davidson wearing a scar for Marble City. And Clarksville is, Membrane and Clarksville are lead jammer. Harley Davidson also out on initial as the pack holds steady at the apex between turn number 1 and turn number 2. Membrane calls off the jam. But not before picking up 3 points for Clarksville, bringing them up to 60 points. And Mug Shot Coffee Company, they believe every mug deserves the perfect shot. They're a team of coffee lovers who take their brews seriously, but not themselves. Behind their bars, espresso bars that is, they're serving up high-quality roast, local vibes, and a few laughs along the way. Thank you for supplying the stage tonight with jugs of electrolyte-infused water. Meanwhile, back to Derby action, jam number 4, Panic Attack and Mac Attack. Mac Attack is through lead jammer, Clarksville. Pack moving swiftly towards turn number 1, getting stretched out a bit. We've got some bridging action going on into the backstretch. And that's Mac Attack pushing the pack forward. All 4 Marble City blockers trying to hold Mac Attack back. Mac Attack does find that outside lane, picking up 4 points for Clarksville. Meanwhile, Power Jam over and Panic Attack ready to hit the track again. Meanwhile, Mac Attack knocked outside. Force was having killed Mac Attack. Now, Beast Mode trying to break up that Marble City pack to give Mac Attack a lane to go through. Beast Mode opening up the lane inside. That's 4 points for Clarksville and Mac Attack. And Mac Attack is doing a star stash. Mac Attack. Picking up 4 more points for Clarksville, bringing the score up to 72-78 now, 6 points separating these 2 teams. Mac Attack really closing in the differential there, heading into jam number 5 here in period number 2. And on line it's Sugary and Mad Dog. Pack back up to the jam line. Sugary fighting through. Lead jammer, Clarksville. Mad Dog also out on initial, pack moving swiftly into turn number 2. Sugary coming around, going outside, picking up points and calling off the jam. 4 points for Sugary, bringing these 2 teams within 2. On the line, it's Gnarly Davidson and Membrane. Membrane going outside, 2 to beat. Beastmo trying to break up that wall now, bringing the pack, and Membrane is through. Lead Jammer, Clarksville. A low block takes a blocker away from Clarksville. So Gnarly has a slight pack advantage here, but Membrane takes a penalty as well. Power jam for Gnarly Davidson, who passes the star over to too much. Pack holding steady at turn number 2. As too much goes inside, picking up 4 points for Marble City. Pack standing still. As too much approaches, pushing the pack forward into the backstretch. That's a beast mode at the top of the pack. Proving difficult for too much to break through. Meanwhile, Membrane is back on the track. Power jam over. Very solid roll at the top of the pack, heading into turn number 4 for Clarksville, holding too much back. And Membrane is through inside. 4 points for Clarksville. Clarksville losing a pivot to a penalty. That's Booty Popper. Meanwhile, Membrane going inside, finding an open lane, picking up 4 more points for Clarksville. I'm sorry, that is a 0 point run. But Clarksville does pick up 8 on the jam, so does Marble City, keeping these teams with 2 points between them. I'm just kidding. 4 more go to Clarksville. So they are now ahead to 88-86 over Marble City. Meanwhile, we've got derby action that is Panic Attack, Lead Jammer, Marble City, Mac Attack, wearing the star for Clarksville. Pack moving into turn number 2. And Panic Attack is through, picking up 4 points for Marble City. Panic Attack knocked outside of the backstretch. Send back to turn number 2. A little bit of bridging action from Clarksville. As Panic Attack is at the top of the pack, trying to break through that solid Clarksville wall. Getting a little assistance from some Marble City blockers, but ultimately knocked outside. That's Booty Popper taking the star for Clarksville out on initial. Panic Attack at the top of the pack, knocked outside, calls off the jam. Four-point jam for Marble City. 7-point jam for Marble City. 3 points going to Clarksville on that one. Keeping these teams within 2. Marble City with the slight lead, 93-91 over Clarksville so far. 19 minutes left here in period number 2. As we head into jam number 8, it's Mad Dog on the line for Marble City and Sugary wearing the star for Clarksville. Sugary's the lead. Jammer Clarksville. Mad Dog knocked outside, forceful cycle back to turn number 4. Mad Dog taking a big hit. Knocked inside by Pandora Box. Sugary won the beat. Sugary knocked outside, but able to re-enter where she left because the Marble City blocker takes a penalty. Sugaree with 4 on that jam. Meanwhile, Mad Dog also out on initial, and Sugaree calls off the jam, but not before picking up 4 points for Clarksville, bringing them into the lead by 2. 95-93, Clarksville over Marble City, but again, only by 2 points. Heading into jam number 9. And on the line for Marble City, we've got Gnarly Davidson Membrane wearing the star for Clarksville. Pack stretch between the jam and pivot lines, and Membrane breaks through lead jammer Clarksville. Gnarly Davidson also out on initial as the pack moves swiftly into turn number 2. Membrane coming around. There's a 2-wall at the top of the pack, and Membrane breaks through on the inside. 4 points, Clarksville. Gnarly also through on the inside. 4 points going to Marble City. Membrane coming back around outside. 4 points and calling it off. That's an 8-point jam for Membrane, and Clarksville bringing them past the century mark. Clarksville with 103, Marble City 97. Heading into jam number 10 here. Marble City also on the precipice of the century mark. Want to remind you, Artland Clarksville is a safe space where you can come and dive into creativity. Jam number 2, runaway Killer Canary on the line for Marble City. Mac Attack wearing the start for Clarksville. Mac Attack knocked outside, first recycle back to the jam line, giving Killer Canary room to get 8 jam in Marble City. Pack moving swiftly into the back 9. Mac Attack knocked outside and sent back to turn number 3. Killer Canary through for 4 for Marble City, bringing them past the century mark, but Killer Canary takes a track cut, so it's a power jam for Booty Popper, who takes the star from Mac Attack. This one's going to be a whole 2 minutes. And now Booty Popper takes a penalty. We're going to trade jammers here, so it'll be one power jam for Marble City and Killer Canary. So the penalty was rescinded for Booty Popper, so Booty Popper is sent back to the track. Pack holding still in the back 9. And Booty Popper pushing the pack forward. A little bit of bridging action as Killer Canary re-enters the track. Killer Canary going inside, but a formidable Clarksville wall holding Killer Canary down. Meanwhile, Beast Mode trying to open up a lane for Booty Popper. Booty Popper going outside, picking up 4 points for Clarksville. Time expires on that jam. It's a 4-4 jam, both teams. Clarksville up to 107, Marble City up to 104. With a 3-point differential. Remember, the silent auction is going on right now at the merch table. We will be declaring winners after this period concludes. And we're going to roll into an official review. Marble City calling the official review. We'll find out what's going on, and I will be right back. right, so what had happened was, Marble City Mayhem was trying to get Booty Popper called on the penalty, but the penalty had been rescinded, so the no call stands, and Marble City begins their official review. So here we go into jam number 11. We got Mad Dog and Mulan Booties on the line. And we're off, Sugary on the line. Sugary is the lead jammer, Clarksville. Pack tied up between the jam and pivot lines, and Mad Dog is through on initial. Meanwhile, Sugary through with 4. And Sugary's going to call off the jam as the pack speeds into the backstretch. It's a 4-0 jam in favor of Sugary and Clarksville, bringing the score up to 115-104. Clarksville now in the lead by 11. Getting ready to roll into jam number 12. We've got Gnarly Davidson on the line from Marble City, and Membrane wearing the start for Clarksville. Pack tight up against the jam line. Gnarly Davidson trying to go outside, but Booty Popper with the denial. Membrane up the top of the pack, through at the picking line, lead jammer Clarksville. And Gnarly Davidson with the track cut starts a power jam for Membrane. Pack moving swiftly into the back 9 towards turn number 3, and Membrane through inside as well. Fancy footwork, it's 2 thin men style points. Jam is called. That's gonna ice Marble City's jammer in the box for jam number, for the start at least, of jam number 13, lucky number 13. 4 points going to Membrane on that jam, bringing Clarksville up to 119. Attack, the only jammer on the track, because Gnarly Davidson is in the penalty box on that track, but Mac Attack knocked outside, forced to recycle back to turn number 4, excuse me. Now knocked out again. Pack backed up to the jam line, and Marble City with the successful penalty kill. Gnarly Davidson up against Big Papa, but Gnarly Davidson with a little spin, and lead jammer for Marble City. Meanwhile, Mag Attack knocked out once more, sent back to turn number 4. Mag Attack finds that inside lane for initial. Gnarly picking up 4, and now just behind Mac Attack as Mac Attack hits the pack, knocked outside, drawn back to turn number 4. Gnarly Davidson, meanwhile, getting 4 points on the inside. Pack standing still between the jam and pivot lines. Gnarly Davidson up at the top of the pack against a Big Papa braced wall, but Gnarly does break through for 4 more points. So far, a 12-point jam for Gnarly. It's a low block on number 27, sending a Marble City blocker to the penalty box. And Clarksville loses another blocker, so Clarksville only has 1 blocker on the track. Mac Attack moving into blocker mode, knocking Gnarly Davidson infield. That is a 16-point jam for Marble City, bringing them up to 120. 3 points going to Clarksville, keeping them in the lead by 2. score sits at 122-120. Clarksville slightly in the lead. And we're going to roll into an official timeout. Great time to thank ArtLink Clarksville. ArtLink Clarksville is a safe place where you can come and dive into creativity. They offer free and low-cost art projects in their studio downtown, as well as workshops. Check out this great local nonprofit. That's ArtLink Clarksville. Back to derby action. Panic attack on the line for Marble City. Mayhem. Sugar winning the start for Clarksville, and it's panic attack out for Steve Jammer, Marble City. But Sugary is also out on initial and ready to score points. Pack moving swiftly into turn number 2, and now the backstretch. Sugary threw for 4. Meanwhile, Panic Attack back inside, but does find an inside lane, picking up 4 and Collins off the jam. That's a 4-6 jam. Clarksville and Sugary picking up 6 points on that one, bringing them up to 128. Marble City up to 124. Just under 8.5 minutes left here in period number 2. And Mad Dog and Membrane are on the line. Mad Dog finding that outside lane quickly for Leeds Jammer. Membrane also out on initial. Both Jammers ready to score points. Pack standing still at the apex of turn 1 and 2. Membrane. Mad Dog sees Membrane approaching quickly and calls off the jam. 2 points going to Mad Dog, bringing Marble City up to 126 now, 2 points away from Clarksville. We're going to have a team timeout called by Clarksville. We've still got time to check out the snack shop. Magic Wheels concessions are available. They've got pizza, wings, ice cream, and yeah, all that stuff, all that good stuff. So they are still open and available for all your concession needs. Sugary and Marley Davidson are your jammers here in jam number 16. Pack split up with a Clarksville wall up at the top of the pack. Marley Davidson fighting through on the inside. Lead jammer Marble City, but Sugary also out and ready to score points as the pack moves into turn number 1. Medic, please. and Panic. Panic Attack for Marble City Mayhem and Mac Attack for Clarksville. Panic Attack pushing the pack forward into turn number 1 and set free lead jammer. Marble City Mac Attack also up on initial rated 4 points. Pack moving swiftly into the back 9 as Mac Attack makes a way to the front of the pack. Mac Attack quickly approaching, so the jam is called. 2 points by Marble City, 1 point by Clarksville, bringing the score up to 132, 131, 1 point separates these two teams. Heading into jam number 18 with just over 6 minutes left here in period number 2. Mad Dog on the line for Marble City and Sugary wins star for Clarksville. Mad Dog out initial lead jammer. Sugary with 1 to beat, stretching the pack out, knocking the blocker outside. Sugary is blue lead jammer. Not lead jammer, but a jammer, ready to score points. Mad Dog is 3 for 4 for Marble City. Cat inching slowly towards turn number 3. Mad Dog finding that inside lane. That's 4 more points going to Marble City. Sugary finding inside lane herself, picking up 4 for Clarksville. Mad Dog picking up 4 more for Marble City. As Sugary comes around. Pack heading into turn number 1. Mad Dog threw 4 points for Marble City. Sugary threw 4 points. Clarksville. Pack moving steadily through the backstretch. Mad Dog finding a clean inside lane. 4 points, calling off the jam. It's a 20-point jam for Mad Dog and Marble City Mayhem. Bringing them up to 152. 8 points going to Clarksville and Sugary. Bringing them up to 139. Just over 4 minutes left here in the game, heading into jam number 19. Membrane back on the line for Clarksville and Gnarly Davidson for Marble City. Marble City and Gnarly up to the top of the pack, up against Beast Mode and Booty Popper. And that is Controlled Chaos. And Gnarly's knocked outside. Membrane forced to cycle back to turn number 4. That's a penalty on Gnarly Davidson, meaning it is a power jam for Clarksville and Membrane. Of course, the power jam means that the Membrane and the Clarksville jammer is the only jammer on the track scoring points. Membrane does break free and becomes lead jammer for Clarksville. Pack moving slowly towards the backstretch. Picking up a little bit of speed as Membrane approaches. Moving into turn number 3 and turn number 4. Membrane trying to go through the middle, picking up points and calling it off as Gnarly Davidson approaches. That's 3 points going to Membrane and Clarksville, bringing them up to 142. Now only 10 points behind Marble City with 2.5 minutes left here in the game. Once again, it's attacks, Mac, and Panic. Panic attack for Marble City, Mac attack for Clarksville. And it's Panic attack Attack through lead jammer Marble City. Mac Attack knocked in field, forced to a cycle, now going outside. Knocked outside as Panic Attack comes around, pushing the pack forward into turn number 2 and turn number 3 here. In the back are Clarksville Pack at the front. We've got a couple of Marble City blockers trying to break up that Clarksville Pack to set Panic Attack free. But very little movement as both of these walls are pretty solid. Mac Attack knocked outside, sent back to turn number 1. And Panic Attack also sent back to turn number 1. Panic Attack moving to the top of the pack. And that's going to send a Clarksville blocker to the box on a forearm. And the Marble City blocker to the box as well. Mac Attack up at the top of the pack. Time expires on that one. A 4 points going to Panic Attack and Marble City. That was the call jam. That didn't expire. My mistake. 4 points for Panic Attack and Marble City brings them up to 156. Heading into jam number 21. This timeout is officially official. We'll be discussing some derby business to which I am not privy, but that's fine. I don't need to be. I can talk to you about Finders Keepers Cat Rescue, founded in autumn 2020. Finders Keepers Cat Rescue set out on a mission to help the stray cat and kitten population of the Clarksville, Montgomery County, Tennessee community. And we'll talk about them more later because we're about to get back into derby action here in jam number 21. It's Mad Dog and Sugary on the line. Mad Dog up at the top of the pack up against Booty Popper. Mad Dog trying to go inside and does find a lane for lead. Jammer Marble City. Jam is called for 0-0. So the score remains 156-142. Marble City in the lead over Clarksville. right, the votes have been tallied, and we have our most valuable blockers and jammers. When I call your name, please go to the middle of the track to receive your trophy. So, getting started. Marble City Mayhem, your most valuable blocker is number 77, Death Rattle. And for most valuable jammer on Marble City Mayhem, number 240, Killer Canary. And your most valuable players for Clarksville Roller Derby, your most valuable blocker is number 37, Moulin Bruise. Clarksville's most valuable jammer, you saw her, you loved her, number 33, Sugary. Congratulations to all of our most valuable blockers and jammers. Now momentarily, we will announce the winners of our silent auction. All right, for the silent auction, the winner of the hand-painted vase is most valuable jammer, Sugary. And the star